Hello guys and welcome back to Bittruth with your host Mark Luth. In today's video we are scam exposing Metahash. Now today I want to talk about Metahash because it is requested by one of our viewers and I thought that I should make a video about it. Now there are few things that I found about Metahash that are really risky and I'm really skeptical about this after my research, and I'm going to show you everything right now. So first thing, ICO round A has started. Now they sold at least 16%. Now first thing, after you log into this page, like they show you this FINMA thing has officially recognized Metahash coins as utility tokens. But the funny thing is here, if you click on the link, look what happens. It just goes back to this website, and you click one time, it just keeps going back to this website. So I don't understand why anyone would like fake this, to be honest. And if you go on their page, okay, I'm not like any type of just a stupid guy who just like leaves anything without any details. I went to the FINMA in Switzerland, as you can see, okay, and they have two articles about FINMA publishes ICO guidelines, okay, about the guidelines, how to act like payment tokens, and you have utility tokens and assets tokens, but not in the whole company of this. They didn't talk about the ICO that we're talking today about, which is Metahash. As you can see, we have different ICOs in here, but we don't have Metahash, which is like I'm worried about, because if they don't have Metahash, I mean, why even talk about this? They should link you back to their page if they're believing that they have been linked. And this address of theirs in Switzerland is linking me to this bank, the Valiant Bank, and this is the same exact, okay, the same exact thing, like address as there. And I'm also skeptical about that. Also, I'm not going to check more about these because I think these are enough to check about. I mean, there is no link to go into these, so yeah. So starting with the ICO review, what we're looking at, Metahash is briefly just this new blockchainius, you know, like every ICO out there, that is making a new world smart contracts and is making really fast transaction speed, which I think is nothing new and nothing innovative, and is just getting boring again and again and again, and you're just getting this information going back and forth. Okay, and based on blockchain 4.0 for storage transactions, they just say up to 3 seconds to approve the transaction, but I don't think that is really a great idea, because I don't think this project is such a big thing that will change the whole world 180 degrees. Because if we think about this thoroughly, you need to understand that this project, in particular, it really has really minimum adoption like other ICOs. Like, what would you expect? This is not the next Bitcoin, okay? They say that they have this trace chain, they have few apps, they have the Metahash coin, the Metagate, the Meta apps, and here it just say more than 100,000 transactions per second on each node and over 5 billion transactions per day. As I said, this adoption will not, okay, be that huge to that extent. I mean, cryptocurrencies are still a small market. Still, we didn't reach that stage where we need these 5 billion transactions per day, and no one, like, let's give them benefit of the doubt. 10,000 transactions per day, 100,000, okay, million, 2 million, 5 million, 10 million, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, if it's 5 billion, I mean, there will be really minimum adoption. I mean, that's like every ICO that just claims, oh, we have fast transaction speed. And about this Meta apps thing, cloud service for smart real-time application. Now, smart contracts also is nothing new. Okay, go right here, ICO smart contracts. You have different ones. You have Solidified, okay, ICO ADM. You have different websites that provide smart contracts. Okay, you have different blockchain like smart contracts. It's nothing new, you know. This is why I'm just saying to the guy who recommended this, please do your research before this. But if you want a video about it, I don't have any problem. If you just give me the name of the website, I'll do some research about this and I'll find something. Now here's mining and forging of MHC. And here you have the servers used for operation of the transaction network, free resources used for the operation of decentralized applications in full mode. Nodes are used as a data storage. We know that, okay. You have Metahash coins, where it's a proof of work plus proof of stake components. Okay, you can actually mine and store and stake this. Now, it's not only that I'm just saying scam exposing, but what I'm saying is that I'm really skeptical about this after my research, so I'm regarding it as a scam, at least from my viewpoints, and I'm going to make an overview at the end. Now, here is one of the cringiest thing I found about this ICO: Metahash advantages. They claim that they are faster than Bitcoin, Ethereum, EOS, but let me tell you something. The cringiest thing about this is that they're comparing themselves to projects that don't have fast transaction speeds. I think I talked about another project, which is Naya Network. Now, I'm not sure if they're both making the same thing, because that was a long time ago. Okay, but what I believe, there's a ton of projects that actually could, let's say, at least, like, you know, compete with Metahash. So they're taking the advantage of big names to their advantage. They're not comparing themselves to existing projects that have really fast network speeds. So I don't think this is a valid point, and given the fact that no one will use this as much as they are comparing themselves, I mean, they're talking about 5 billion transactions. I mean, Bitcoin cannot reach that, at least per day. I mean, the 100,000 transactions. Maybe it can reach, I'm not sure, but the fact is, Metahash is just not a straight thing that anyone will use it. Now here, okay, about their roadmap, they claim they were in 2017. I went to this Whois, and they have registered on the 19th of September, and on the expiration date is 19th of September. So this is when the whole Bitcoin thing was at least going a bit famous, and this is when they had the SEC about the ICO bans and all that stuff. But they already have created a website, and they claim that they've been working even before they have registered a website. Makes sense? Makes sense. Okay, going back to their website. Now here, another thing is that you need to wait till 2019, Q1 2019, which is in comparison is not really far, but the fact is, if you compare that we have still a few months to go, and they're launching a fully decentralized system. By then, I don't know what might happen to this project. So waiting until some product comes out, I would rather invest into Bitcoin or existing cryptocurrencies than wait for these guys to actually prove themselves that they can actually launch a fully decentralized system. Now, for advisors and consultants, here I have searched about this guy, Brock Pierce. Okay, and what I've got is, he's a real guy. Okay, he's not like fake, but the fact is he works for different ICOs. Oh, so this is not new. Okay, we have here him working for Coinsbank. We have him Equity ICO. There's different ICOs he's working for, so don't let them fool you that this guy is literally working only for this ICO. Okay, and I want to clarify something that I always say about these advisors and consultants, that they are not a part of the legitimate team. They are only advisors and consultants. It's just like John McAfee and Verge, XVG. Okay, it's the same relationship. Like John McAfee did not touch Verge. By the end of the day, he was like the marketer for them. So same with these guys. They don't like really add a lot of quality to the project. They just take a cut based on their experience, and they start, let's say, promoting this project. I don't want to say shilling, because they work for different projects, and they really work for different projects, but that does not mean that they are like scamming their own field. I mean, I didn't check upon every single guy. I mean, this guy is legit. I made some research on this guy and watched this video, but the fact is, the other guys, they have different experiences, and they take a part or a stake of the cryptocurrency ICO money, so the Metahash thing. Now here is the cringiest thing. Who else? Stay tuned. Okay, announcements are coming soon. Are you serious? No one would show his face. I mean, yes, soon, but like, can we just do it from the get-go? The team Metahash is an open team structured project which welcomes all people and companies. Of course it welcomes all people and companies because it's really easy. It's really easy for someone to join an ICO and get a couple $100,000 after dumping it on some exchange. I mean, it's just my opinion. You can disagree in the comments or you can agree. But the fact is, this project has a lot of, like, you know, advisors and a lot of, it just feels like this project everyone wants to get a part of it. So I don't think by the time it gets launched on an exchange you would be really fast to really keep up with it. So yeah, key staff, you have these guys in here. I didn't make a lot of research on them. Okay, marketing, they have like 4 people. Okay, and they have this CEO guy, some I'm not sure what his background is. He Russian or is he from Switzerland? Anyways, so they have certain marketers, okay, communication manager, and they actually, I'm going to show something really horrific about their marketing scheme, okay, in the roadmaps, in the white paper. We're going to go to the white paper. I forgot to disclose that. Business development, key staff, you have this guy, CEO or co-founder of the partner CBDO. You have here international business development, you have operational team, you have legal team, you have legal advisors. So there's a lot of things to look at. Right now we want to go to their white paper. Okay, we want to go and see what they have. So here is the white paper, Metahash. This is wrong. Okay, last edited 26th of July 2018. Oh, this was not really far from now, so I think I'm looking at the newest version right now. Metahash, okay, like I said, 5 billion transactions per day or under 3 seconds does not show a project's legitimacy or a project's potential. Okay, that's the first thing. Goals and objectives. The popularity of cryptocurrencies in 2017 caused thousands of blockchain projects of different scales and focus to appear. However, the growth of most of these projects was limited by the technical capabilities of the existing blockchain operators networks. Now, the fact here, they're saying indirectly that we are depending on another bull market so we can actually make money from it. The fact is, this Metahash thing is depending on this smart contract technology, which is this trace chain that they're trying to build. But they're saying about 2017 cryptocurrencies and popularity. When you add all of that stuff, that means another bull market. So they are depending on a bull market. What if they started back in January of 2018 and we're still now and we didn't get any, like, you know, big ICOs to actually talk about or big ICOs to invest in? You know, it's just very sad that we have such projects which don't have a lot of, you know, power or, like, you know, innovative ideas. That's the fact. You know, problems and solutions. There was a problem in here, I remember. Increase the speeds of transaction approval. Not much. Protect the network from a money attack. Now that's a bit funny. I mean, money attack, no one calls something like that that could interfere with the network. I mean, to be honest, most attacks would happen on big coins and big tokens, okay, like Bitcoin or Ethereum, because these are the important guys. Metahash, not much to look at. Okay, there's like tons of projects. There's like more than 1,500 cryptocurrencies out there. So I don't think that's another valid point. You see, there's not much valid points which I want to actually explain to you guys. Now, they have 4 different things, and you know, this is not properly done. Okay, if you want to invest into a project, what you need to know is that if the team is focusing on 4 different things at the same time, that will not work properly. They need to work on something first, finish that, okay, and then go to the next step. It's just like building some oil fields and you have oil down below, but you just keep mining, and then you stop and then you build another mining oil on another side and another side and another side. Just mine a little bit and then leave. So as you can see, there's not much to look at from this point. Okay, if they're going to focus at 4 different projects, that will reduce their productivity. Okay, that's the fact. Now here they will talk about different things about the ones listed above. Here they will talk about Bitcoin, EOS, Lightning Network, Ethereum Plasma. Here another thing about this blockchain comparison table, transaction approval time. Here they talk about comparing themselves with the same point over and over. There's not much to look at. I mean, when you look at their white papers, it's just like a duplication of their website. It's just the way it is. More than 100,000 transactions per second on each node. We covered that. There's not much to look at, to be honest. How did we attain such swiftness? Transactions are just there's a lot of steps to this. Now there is a lot of technical things about this which might make someone really think that it's a legit project, but if they actually have the product, okay, if they finish the product, then we can look at that. Now I'm looking for this financing thing for the project, which I want to show you guys. Metahash coin. Okay, as you can see, these transactions. Now look at the finance model, okay, of the 9 billion, okay, 9.2 billion MCH will be released into circulation within the next 10 years. 1% of the final amount is now 10 years is a very long time. I mean, I don't know about you, I'm not an expert, but 10 years, are you serious? Are you really on proper point? Okay, as you can see right here, not this thing, I didn't want to talk about the Metahash coin. There is another financing coin. Yes, here. Metahashing coin are distributed during ICO round B, launched after forging. 37.9% is going for advertising. This point also emphasizes my point on the productivity they should work on. I mean, I don't know about you, but they should have a certain amount for advertising. It's not wrong, but they should be wary that they're doing a really big mistake, and this big mistake really just reduces the amount of yield they can actually really work on, because that's a really huge allocation. That's like 38%, and they can edit this at any time. I mean, this is for the ICO round A, but still, if they want to go really huge on this stuff, they have a lot of tokens and coins to actually support them. Another thing for the ICO, this is the, what is this? Metahash coin emission 1% per year for 10 years to stimulate project team. Okay, that's 10 years. That's really difficult to actually look. Total ICO funds distribution, including planned expenses, 33% in total. Still a high thing. Okay, that's advisors and authors fees. Of course, advertising 16%. Still, advisors are just the ones, like, they're trying to get into this project to just take a stake of this. I mean, it's just feel like these advisors are just like the John McAfee and Verge thing, where they paid John McAfee to talk about this to shill Verge. Same with these guys, they're just paid. Okay, everyone in his damn son, he wants to just join this ICO to just make some money from it. It's just a fact. Okay, business development 13%. That's really limited. 22% reserved. I don't know what's that reserved for. Project development 16%. Still, that is really low. For productivity and all that stuff, that is really low. Oh man, there's not much to look at, to be honest. And I think here our ICO review about Metahash ends, and thank you guys for watching this video from Bittruth, your host Mark Luther, and hopefully you enjoyed this ICO review or scam exposing Metahash, and see you guys on the next video.